Yo, what is going on, guys? Extractor here, bringing you guys a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to go over the top 5 maps in this game. So basically, the reason why I want to do this is because it has a lot of really good maps and a lot of really shitty maps. The thing about this game's maps is that they're not the traditional 3-lane, left, right, and middle. They're not the traditional 3-lane. And there's some maps that are, which are usually going to be the best ones, but the ones they try to do a little bit different would be the worst ones. But today's video is going to be about the best ones. If you guys want one about the worst ones, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll definitely make one about the worst maps in this game. Okay, to start off with number 5, we're going to start off the map Hackney Yard. This map was in the beta, and in my opinion, it is a really well-designed map. It is very good. The play style of it is very good, and it just has this nice flow to it. And there's a lot of spots you can sit, and a lot of spots you can have fun in and stuff like that. So for example, in this spot right over here, this is usually where B-bomb would be, or one of the flags in domination. And this spot is always a great spot to come over here and try to get as many kills as you can. You're probably gonna die, but that always works. And also, one thing that's good about this map is that you can always get to the enemy spawn very easily. So if you get past all the enemies, you can slide back here, see enemies spawning, get them all right here. So this map is really well designed for the new style they're trying to make, which is like not the same simple 3-lane map. This one is one of my favorite ones that they have designed like this. You have this upstairs portion, you can come out here, and one thing I really like about this map is it really has a lot of COD 4 aspects to where you can run and jump on these different things that you normally couldn't. So like, say this roof, you can get on top of this roof, you can get on top of that roof, which that's usually like what you could do in COD 4, not usually other Call of Duties, if you guys recall that. So overall, I give this map a very good grade for how it is and how it runs. It is a very outstanding map to me in this game because, first of all, it's using the new idea they have been trying to make without the 3 lanes. Because if you can't tell, it has a 3-lane type effect, but it's not the 3-lane because you have so much open area and so much blocked off space. Like right here, the middle of the map, it's blocked off in both things and stuff like that. So that's gonna bring us to our next on the list, number 4, which is Romanza. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. This map right here is set in the Middle East, which I think is a really cool setting for this game. It's like one of the only Middle Eastern maps in this game, which I think is kind of weird. I mean, you do have the other map, the cave map, which that map will be coming up soon, but it's one of the only Iraqi, or in this game, what's it called, Kazakhstan. It's the only map set in that, type of place. But this map, it's really good in the aspect of all these spots you can get and the different places you can go. It's a very open, not really open map, but it's a map you can find a lot of ways to get to where you're going. Like, for example, like, you can always, there's a lot of different ways. So for example, you can go through this hallway, then turn right, then come through here, and then jump up this ladder instead of going right through there. It's just a lot of ways to get to where you're going. And there's also rooms, iconic rooms like this. You see a lot of YouTube videos on people sitting in here with claymores and stuff like that. Also, this map has one very iconic sniping spot, which is gonna be right here. So if you go up there and you climb the ladder, or you jump onto these crates right over here, you can get up into this spot, and basically it's a very overpowered spot, especially if this is the enemy spawn and not yours, because you can sit up here, put a claymore right there, and you can see down here, you can see up on here. If you crouch, you can see that people, you can get many different angles. And also, if you're trying to snipe, you can see people, and then you can even see people over here if you get a little bit of an angle. And one other good thing about this map is that it has levels. Like, you have 3 stories over here, you have almost 3 stories over there, you have 2, and it really helps out with like the levels, because there could be gunfight going down here, gunfight going upstairs, and you'll never even know about it. It's just a very diverse map, and this map seems to be a favorite to a lot of people that are playing. And that brings us to our number 3 map, which is going to be Azhir Cave, which I think that's how you pronounce it. Azhir, I honestly don't know, but basically the other map that I was talking about, Azhir, I don't know, Azhir, whatever you want to call it, but this is the other map I was talking about that's set in the Middle East. And this map is pretty much a 3-lane, which makes this map higher on the list than the other 2. This map right here You can classify it as a 3-lane, you can classify it as the new maps they're trying to make, but basically, you know, you go to your left over here, you can go right through the cave, which is kind of an isolated lane, over here to your left, and then you can go into the middle, which is not a very good spot to be going because people can sit over there, people can sit in that house, people can run over there, or you can go straight into the middle like that. And then your last lane is going to be over here. If you pretty much go through this door over here, or there's another way over there to my right, which is wait there, I thought there was, oh there it is. You can come up these stairs, and here's your 3rd lane. But these lanes seem to kind of, you know, interfere with each other at some points because of, you know, the high ground people can have and that. But pretty much this map is a 3-lane like the old maps in Call of Duty, which makes this map a lot higher on the list than the other two. So good things about this map, you have this isolated cave, which can really, like, it's totally different gameplay basically. So you can either be out there looking left and right shooting at people, or you can just be in here having a totally different game, maybe camping in the corner like this. You can have a totally different game while sitting in this cave, while people on the other side of the cave are having a totally different style of gameplay. And also there's really cool features like this tunnel right here you can slide through and you can kill people, and say you just run through the cage, you can come up right here and be right in the middle of the enemy spawn right here. And one thing I also like about this, it's kind of a counter to the people camping in there. If you come over here, there's actually a ladder in the back of this building, and you can come sit on this right here, and you have a good sniper shot through the cave. It's not that far, but you have a good shot through the cave, and you can also see more to the right like this. So this map is a very great map overall in my opinion. It was in the beta. A lot of the beta maps are going to be on this list, by the way. So if you guys do agree with me on any of these, just leave a like, or, you know, comment anything that you guys think I left out or something like that. But yeah, this map is definitely in the top 5 for me, as you can tell. And that brings us to our 2nd spot, which is going to be Gunrunner. So this map is definitely in the new category of maps, which I mean the new non-3-lane. But the reason why this map is so much higher is because this map basically was one of the best of the new idea. So this map right here, you could do so much with this map. There's so many things you can do, and it was in the beta, which, like I said, most of the beta maps are going to be on here, but there's so much you can do with this map. Like I said about the other map, Romanza or whatever it was, there's many stories to this map. You could sit on many different stories. So if you spawn on this side, you can come over here. It has those aspects like COD 4 again, like you can get on top of these, or you can come in here and you can stand on top of these, which this is like the kind of stuff you could do in, like, you know, COD 4 and stuff like that. If you guys remember the glitch spots and stuff you could jump onto on top of the roof on that one building on backlot. And like I said, like the stories thing, so you can, like I just showed you, like that one story in there, you could come in here, and this map's kind of more of the flat out part of the map, but you can also come down here into this little spot right here, and there's 2 ways up, and people can sit, and, you know, it's very balanced. I feel like there's like a lot of spots on this side of the map that can be hot spots. Like this is definitely a hot spot. Being a lane, you can get right to the enemy spawn, but it's also a lot of hot spots on both sides of the map. Like over here, you can have a lot of fighting. Over there by that building in the middle of the train tracks, well, most of the fighting is going to be over here and like on this side of the map. It seems a lot balanced because people end up getting past and stuff like that. And there's definitely a lot of places you can go on this map. You can jump up here and get on top of this and run, and there's just a lot of things you can do on this map, which I really enjoy because you don't have to play the same static over and over, you know, just back and forth type of gameplay the 3-lane maps give, which I feel like that's what they were shooting for when they made these type of maps, to not have this static, you know, just 3-lane. That's kind of what they did in Call of Duty Ghosts 2, but in Call of Duty Ghosts they kind of failed, but this game they kind of perfected it because this multiplayer is obviously a lot better than Call of Duty Ghosts, which I personally enjoyed Call of Duty Ghosts, but I can agree that it wasn't a good game in some aspects. But this game, basically, it's called Shell, but they changed the engine and perfected the things they didn't get to perfect on the original Call of Duty Ghosts. So with all that being said about this map, this brings us to our number 1, and that is going to be Shoot House. This map is a straight up 3-lane like all the old Call of Duties, and this map is the Nuketown of the Modern Warfare series. which this is, I know this isn't really part of the Modern Warfare series completely, but you get what I mean. Like, I mean, I guess you can call, you know, different maps, but of this game, I guess I mean, this is definitely the Nuketown. They got a 24/7 mode. This map can get you so many XP, and it's almost just a perfectly made map. I mean, and it has problems in some aspects, but it's a very well made map. Like, you can easily sit right here and watch the middle, and the B flag, or the B, or the headquarters, or whatever spawns right there, whatever game mode you're playing, that right there is a challenge. It's very big of a challenge, and I like the challenge, and I like how you can go left, middle, and right. It really helps out, and you can also cross over at these certain points like old Call of Duty's maps, and that really helps out with, you know, people that are trying to play like old Call of Duties. They don't really want to play these new maps that kind of mess them up a lot. And they also have parts like this where you can go upstairs. It's called offices. You can come over here and watch over this, kind of like how you can watch over the middle. But on the left side, if you're spawning over there, right side if you're spawning over here, there really isn't no watch over. But it's a very fun place to fight, because you have these, you know, setting kind of like a paintball setting, you would think, because of the junkyard, and you can shoot through these cars and stuff like that. Overall, this map is a great map. It is made very well, even though it has its flaws in some ways. You know, it's a very great map, and it's kind of the Nuketown, because you can kind of get a lot of XP at the same time as having fun. But also games, you know, and especially on this map, you can get really blown out on the score, and that is because if enemies are getting into your spawn, and then they can run back while you're all spawning again. It's a very small map, so if you're getting blown out, it's really hard to come back. But guys, that basically concludes our video for the top 5 best maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you guys do that, I will go ahead and make the worst maps, which I know you guys can already think of a few. But I'll go ahead and make that video and do some, you know, explanation on why they're the worst maps and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, and my most recent videos are going to be popping up on the screen right now. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.